This is the Barbados Today afternoon news for Monday, February 12th. Thank you for joining us. I am Mary-Claire Williams. We begin this afternoon with news of another school stabbing, this time at St. Leonard's Boys' School, and we will have the details for you as they become available. Finance Minister Chris Sinckler is at this moment presenting to Parliament what he calls the Barbados Plan, which will turn the economy around. He told the lower house during presentation of the estimates that the plan was developed by the social partners.
The plan that all of us sincerely believe as social partners is the plan that will guide Barbados through the final stages of fiscal consolidation, debt reduction and management, social development reform, and most of all, renewed and more vigorous economic growth for the future. I say, Mr. Speaker, sir, without fear of contradiction, there is no other more comprehensive and targeted economic and social reform plan which has or will receive as broad a participation in and endorsement of the social partners as this plan. And today, your government commits itself to the full implementation of the Barbados Plan in a timely fashion and surely calls on all Barbadians to lend their support to this historic plan that the social partners have produced.
Sinckler added that despite the current challenges, the economy has grown over the past 3 years, and he gave an outline of the revised fiscal performance.
Provisional data from the Accountant General for the period April 1st, 2017 to December 31st, 2017 show that government collected revenue, current revenue, of $1,916.5 million, an increase of $202.7 million, or 11.8% more than the current revenue for the same period in fiscal 2016-2017. It is projected that $312.6 million and $246.6 million, along with $524.1 million, will be collected for the period January 2017, February 2017, and March 2017, respectively, to yield revised revenue of $2,999.8 million. And this will be $61.6 million more than what we had originally projected.
Opposition leader Mia Mottley says the estimates will not solve Barbados's immediate problems. Addressing a BLP rally at Rice's playing field in St. Philip last night, Mottley said there was no funding to address the many problems currently facing the country.
There is virtually next to nothing in those estimates that are designed to help us solve our problem with our debt, because we still add into it. Nothing in there to help us solve our problem with the transport board, because there is no provision to get it right. And I'm not even talking about the $20,000 man that gone back to Trinidad. I ain't talking about him tonight. When I go to the north, I will leave that for the north. I am not talking about anything in there that I see for you to deal with the garbage trucks.
And opposition MP Kerry Simmons told party supporters that the estimates provides for more government spending at statutory corporations. He told last night's rally that the corporations are taking on more staff at a time when they are struggling to pay current employees.
The evidence of the estimates indicates that this government is intending to spend more money on Urban Development Commission. This government is intending to bring on more people to statutory corporations in circumstances where they cannot now pay people who are already in the statutory corporation. This government is in circumstances where there are people here in St. Philip working adults who have not been paid for 2 months or 3 months. That is true. And the fact, and there are other statutory bodies where it is happening. CBC, bring on more staff. National housing bring almost but CDC is $100 million in debt. National housing is $100 million in debt. How in the name of heaven can you bring on more people to pay when you are $100 million in debt and can't pay the staff you already got?
The former Prime Minister Owen Arthur this morning formally announced his retirement from Parliament. Arthur served as an MP for 35 years and was Prime Minister for 14 years between 1994 and 2008. Speaking ahead of the start of this morning's Parliament session, Arthur told Barbados Today that his address will be the last ever. In other news this afternoon, Attorney General Adriel Brathwaite is suggesting that St. Joseph MP Dale Marshall has been left holding the bag in recent allegations of illegal wiretapping between 2000 and 2009. The Barbados Labour Party was in office for most of that period. Addressing a joint Democratic Labour Party meeting for the St. Michael constituencies yesterday, Brathwaite said all the other parties who could be implicated in the allegations have since cleared their names. And while he did not mention Marshall by name, he said the Attorney General at the time should state whether he sanctioned the illegal surveillance.
Because if Mayor didn't know, although I'm saying I don't believe her, then the only other person who would have known had been Attorney General at the time. Mayor pointed us to 2006. That may be when it started. We can only be guided by her.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
Thank you for staying with us. We're back with news from the region. El Salvador is looking to Haiti and Honduras to help develop a position to convince the United States Congress on the need to approve a means of permanent residence for all individuals currently benefiting from temporary protected status. The Foreign Minister, Hugo Martinez, met with U.S. lawmakers on the weekend to discuss the possibility of an alternative when TPS ends. He says he has asked the two countries to work together to negotiate permanent residence for those who face deportation in less than 2 years. And on the international scene, suggestions that the United States may be looking more favorably at diplomatic engagement with North Korea as South Korea considers a rare summit with its neighbor. Vice President Mike Pence said in a newspaper interview that Washington and Seoul have agreed on terms for further diplomatic engagement with Pyongyang. We get more in this Reuters report.
North Korea's Olympics diplomacy has opened doors in the south, and soon Pyongyang may even be in talks with the U.S. In a Washington Post interview Sunday, Vice President Mike Pence hinted dialogue may be possible. Pence says the U.S. and South Korea have agreed on terms for more diplomacy with North Korea, first with Seoul, then possibly direct talks with Washington with no preconditions. In the meantime, Pence says the U.S. will stick to its maximum pressure campaign. However, his comments suggest the Trump White House, which has been taking a hard line on North Korea, may be coming around to a more diplomatic approach. South Korea's leaders are already counting on better ties. Seoul said Monday it's looking to arrange new reunions of families divided by the Korean War. It also wants to tone down military tension with Pyongyang before a possible summit.
And that's news this afternoon. Remember, you can get more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and on Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also find us on Mix 96.9 FM. I am Marie Claire Williams. Good afternoon.